Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Typically, I don't like to delve into rumors like this, but this was actually a really good discussion point for video today. So, a few minutes ago, posted on Facebook, actually in a couple of groups I seen this come up, and then Zodiac actually got this information last from the Asian groups. From what I've seen. But it's evidently the possibility of some upcoming rule changes with the new OCG Master Rulebook coming out in March. So, it is a bit early to assume these things. So remember, guys, take this with a grain of salt. But there are some potential really good things here. Remember, as I said earlier in the year, we have a new anime coming out soon. New anime means new rules. It's very important to remember this. Typically, most of these things come out together. So, let's come into this. This is the rough translation. There's a better translation down here. So, we're going to go with this. So, and then there's also a link to the source here, which I'm going to link down below that this information has been translated from. So, first off, each player is now going to start with 12,000 life points instead of 8,000. Actually, that is a fantastic idea. That's going to eliminate the potential of OTKs. And the match procedures are going to be a bit more hazy for events, which is kind of going to suck. But now, with the way that Yu-Gi-Oh has been lately, being a game of OTKs, I definitely really like this. I think that there's a lot of potential that could come from 12,000 life points. Now, still remember, 2 out of 3. I'm assuming that if we are getting 12,000 life points, that there will be an increase in rounds. Rounds might be going, what are they now, 40 minutes? We might be pushing to 45. But this will eliminate OTKs. This will basically alleviate a lot of the pressure that decks are currently feeling, and it's going to make, I guess, OTKs a lot more heartfelt. So I definitely like 12,000 because they don't have to inherently fix the game, but I think it will help fix a lot of the problems that we have, especially 12,000 life points. Like I said, take this with a grain of salt, guys. 12,000 seems fucking ridiculous on paper, but it can be done. The second rule. The player that goes first cannot pendulum summon on his or her first turn. Oh my god, it's like someone smiled upon the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now I don't have to worry about diarrhea coming out on the board. You know what? This rule, if true, essentially acknowledges that Konami misplayed. You know, pendulum summons on the first turn was one of the reasons that we've had mass problems in a lot of the competitive scene lately. You know, let's be fucking real about that. Being able to pendulum summon an entire board, being able to generate mass problems, look at full power Pepe, at least taking away the pendulum summon mechanic on turn 1, the opponent won't be able to establish a board. I mean, yes, they can still XYZ. Look at DDDs. Their entire deck functions without the pendulum mechanic. Yes, they are pendulums most of the time. Metaphos will still, not be able to generate a ridiculous board. Actually, Metaphos will probably want to be geared to go second with this game mechanic change. And to top things off, you know, you want to go second. Like, we went from a game state where people wanted to go first, shifting to second, and then we've really shifted as of late back to wanting to go first because being able to pendulum summon those mass boards is ridiculous. So this is Konami's way of checking first and pushing it back to making second a lot more valuable. I definitely like the advantage of taking away pendulum summons on turn 1. Definitely with 12,000 life points and not being able to witness a pendulum summon, you inadvertently fix a lot of the problems that the game had, and it was just the general acceleration of these large boards. And I can fuck with that. Next up, there's going to be a new banish zone located behind the leftmost spell and trap card zone. So basically, we're now on the left side. You're going to have like the extra deck. So it goes extra deck, top pendulum, field zone. And there's going to be a banish zone behind that. So it's going to be essentially in the same way. I guess they're kind of reconstructing the field. But I don't know how I feel about that. But okay. New banish zone goes behind the leftmost place. Got it. There's going to be evidently a new fourth deck outside of the main extra and side deck, as well as a fourth deck zone located behind the rightmost spell and trap card zone. So right next to, oh man, that's going to be an issue waiting to happen with some cheating on the first couple mechanics. But so it's going to go graveyard, pendulum, deck, and then right here will be this new fourth deck, whatever they're referring to it as. Okay, so I don't know, also from what they were talking about, the first type of new summon, more than 2 monsters with different levels are required. When conditions are met, special summon can be the monster of the same number monsters as the highest level of material from the fourth deck with the material down. So basically, it's like pendulum summoning, but with opposite levels. Okay, sure. I guess the fourth deck can be put up to 15 separately. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. But Ancient Leaf is about to be pretty fucking ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys if these rulings are true. So just take things with a grain of salt for these particular rulings. I think that if Konami did something like this, it would be beneficial to the game. Obviously, rulings and things like this, the TCG will take some time to adapt, and if we are getting these shouldn't roll out in our game until probably late August. So what do you guys think? As I've said in this video, pendulum summoning being banned on the first turn, like, you guys don't actually understand like how happy I am for that. Not being able to have to deal with that shit is pretty fucking ridiculous. I'm not going to lie to you. I would definitely be extremely happy. And, you know, obviously new game mechanics and things like that. There's not a lot you're going to have to really learn, especially if it's the opposite of fucking pendulums in that sense. You'd be like, well, you guys know, do. Well, there's that. So yeah, like I said, guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I personally love this. I don't see any reason why or how this could be a potentially bad thing. But you never know in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! If we've learned one thing or another, things can seem really good and then get just really terrible really quickly. So if you guys haven't you guys are like super worried about this list, you know, go ahead, pick up some good cards. But yeah, guys, that's all I've got to say. Sorry we didn't make this to 10 minutes. Well, actually we still might make it, but I don't know. Check the original source down below. Alright guys, Deucerinos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support. And please check out Vanguard 40 for Cardfight Vanguard, M-Kohl Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.